Seems to be giving me connection issues. I'm not sure if you can hear me. How about it, Andrew? Can you hear me? Okay, great. Cool. All right. Then I shall proceed. It's a beautiful day here in the Pacific Northwest, and I thought we'd do an oil change. I'll bring you down here. This oil change doesn't use too many tools. Just a second. So I use a Stylbus drain plug, and it makes it pretty easy. There you can kind of see the setup right there. All you have to do is remove the cap. Good opportunity to clean the cap. And then insert that, and the oil begins to drain. And then I take the fill plug out to stop any back vacuum. Put that on the seat. And now we've got some time while that drains. We've got a good opportunity to do some cleaning. Take some chain clean and get this chain properly cleaned while we're down here. Soak the outside too. I use an excessive amount of chain cleaner when I do this, because it's not going to do any harm. It's going to clean everything. Don't be shy with the chain cleaner. My dog's sheldon up there. Give it a nice wipe down. Let that drain for a minute. We'll pull the filter just a second here. I just wanted to get this wiped down. While I was thinking about it, hope everyone's doing good. Thought I would just jump on and do some maintenance, kind of impromptu, like all of my lives. Get this sucker wiped down a bit. We have to attack that filter from over here. So I'll bring you guys in a bit. Don't know if you can see. That ain't too bad. And I'm gonna just use this little guy. Oh, If it was a K&N, I could have just used a wrench. That's okay. I'm using Motul 300V, that's my oil of choice, and a K&N filter. Kind of can't go wrong. A tried and true combo. So that right there. Let that sucker keep draining, and we can use a bit of that drain cleaning on this plug right here. Get some of the road grime off. Hope everyone's having a great week. I like the rest of this back wheel down here. Right now we're, you know what? I don't know how many miles. Let me look. Let's check. I already blew a glove. Let's check the mileage. 1,092 miles so far. I did the first oil change at like 150 miles, and I did another one at about 500, and now we're at 1,092. And it just felt like time. The oil wasn't totally spent, but the color had started to turn dark in the sight window, and it had dropped a little bit. I had it filled up to exactly the top line when the bike was perfectly level, and it had dropped to about 3/4 of the way to the low line, so it had used just a bit of oil. And when the color changes and it uses a little, you know it's time to swap it out. And it happened in the course of a ride. I checked it in the morning and it was at the full line, and the next morning when I checked it before I went on another ride, it was at dang near the low line. So I knew, okay, time to quit messing about and get the oil change done. So the chain's looking all right. Not too bad. We could do a little more. Kind of hit the sprocket, hit the outside of the chain again, hit the inside of it, and then go over it with the rag. And as far as chain tension goes, we're on the loose side of good, for sure there. A smidge tighter wouldn't hurt. Get these forged wheels wiped down. The bike has been getting used a lot, so I haven't done all the detail work that I need to. I'm getting it now though. Okay, that's looking a lot better. Get the hub on this side. Wipe the brake and the swing arm down. And then hit it with some chain glue. And just pick a spot where my overspray isn't going to hit anything and roll it. Good. Wipe off any excess. Done. It looks like it's draining pretty good. How's the chat rolling, everybody? Everyone doing good today? Brave Boy made it. Hey, Brave Boy. Hey, Andrew. Pitchforks here. Rob Hayes. Awesome to see everybody. Gopher. Hell yeah. We got a good bunch in here. I'm just going to keep on rolling. We're almost done with the draining phase. A little bit still coming out. Well, then I'll take this opportunity to wipe down the front wheel as well, and I'll bring you guys along for that. Got enough cleaner on the rag from the rear wheel. It's not too dirty. I wiped everything down very recently, but didn't like toothbrush clean everything. Yeah, that's 1,000 times better. And how close are we? Seems to be just draining very, very slow, no problem. We can put the other filter on. I see you, Andrew. Hey, thank you very much, Andrew. If I knew how to pin that shit, I would. I really appreciate you, Andrew. I think that's my first. You're the best, brother. All right, I'll take a little bit of the new oil. Oh, I forgot these are funny jugs. Put a little of the new oil in there. Kind of fill it up about to the halfway mark. And then just use my thumb to hit the seal. Make sure the old seating area is nice and clean, and it is. And then we just want to slide that sucker on there. Come on, baby. There we go. And when you get it hand tight, you can stop there. And the nice thing about the K&Ns is it's a 17 millimeter. And you can just, I'm gonna do this correctly, boys. There's about 1/8 of a turn. There's about another 1/8. And right there, I feel it start to, that's probably good right there. Just give it a little more. There, so that was about a half turn past where I felt contact. Maybe a little smidge past, but that feels good. We're about drained, I think. We should be real close. We'll give it a couple of more minutes. Just want to make sure you get it all out of there. Let me see if I can catch up to some of the chat. trying to scroll through the chat and do some stuff here. There, I was able to thumbs up Andrew's. Oh, thanks, Andrew. You're the best. Engine ice coolant. Yeah, I like the engine ice. Go for it. Right now, I'm still just running the stock coolant that was in the bike when I got it. I haven't swapped over to engine ice yet. I was thinking of doing that this winter. We're pretty much done draining, I think. Yeah, you can see that's just what was coming off the tube. Pretty close. Give it a couple of more minutes. Sorry, this is the boring part of an oil change, right? Usually you go smoke a blunt during this, but we're trying to be good. Let's see. Here, I'll turn the camera around for a minute and say hi. Don't know where Remington is. Let's go find him. Give us something to do. Oh. He's in here chilling out. Ain't you, sausage? We got the H2 just sitting. And then we got the Z over here. Jess and I rode a couple of times recently. Pretty nice out today. I'll take you out to the deck real quick and show you what the weather's looking like out here. Ha! Andrew says fire up the H2. Hey, that we can do, Andrew. No problem. She hasn't been fired up in a while. This will be a proper cold start. Got to wipe my glove off. Little engine oil ain't gonna hurt the girl. Thanks, Andrew. I love you, Andrew. You're the best, buddy. We'll let it warm up and then we can give her some revs. Hey, thanks, Pitchfork. Yeah, that black metallic chrome. It's called Black Spark Metallic Chrome, I believe. Changes color at night or in the sunshine. I've put the Olin's TTX-36R track shock on here, set up for my weight. And then I had a local track company revalve the forks for me and do them, so those feel really good. 113 degrees. You really want to wait to blip the throttle until you get to about 145 degrees. That means all the oil is circulated and got up into the heads and the valves and everything. The showers are all working good at that point. You know what, Pitchfork? I should look it up and get it to you exactly. Yeah, Black Spark Metallic Chrome, I believe. It has a paint code from Kawasaki, but It's a 7-layer process that includes a layer of pure silver. They show how they do it in the Ninja H2 build series from Kawasaki's channel. Yeah, it's come in real nice. Let's see where we're at. Oh yeah. And look, the temperature dropped because I'm blowing off, I'm venting to atmosphere, so the actual water temperature, the coolant temp actually dropped when I was revving it there because it's venting to atmosphere, so you don't get any heat issues as long as you use a Turbo Smart blow-off valve up to and including stage 2. I proved that. You do not need an intercooler. And the other evidence is that when I spoke to Kawasaki about it, they said, they made a great point. They said, the H2R does not need an intercooler. Otherwise, we would have put one on there. And I was like, oh, okay, makes perfect sense. It's set to the 275 horsepower level with stage 2 gears and the supercharger, Sprint P08 air filter and the full exhaust and a tune. So it pulls great. 1 tooth smaller than stock rear sprocket and a stock front sprocket. So right now it's set to pull to around 220 miles an hour, something like that. All right, I bet you were, wow, that was loud. Holy fuck, my ears are ringing. What do you think, Rem? A little too fucking loud, huh? All right. We're going to come over here now. And thank you. Yeah, I took a lot of pride in getting the H2 right. It's a fully built motor, bottom end up. We're going to take the drain off now. And then put the cap back on, and that's it. You can give this a little wipe. But with that stallbus drain valve, you don't have to worry about it. Get it to click in reverse. There. Then it rolls forward without stripping the threads. See? There. Finger tight's good. And then we come around to here. Sorry, my camera mount's floppy. Come around to here. And that guy's not staying there very well. We might need a taller tire. Just getting a new funnel and wiping it off. It has a lot of spider webs in it. nice and clean. We can use this for the oil. That's much better. And we're going to end up using this whole thing. You guys are pretty fucking zoomed in right here. Let me. You can non-gurgle the top if you do it this way. Less glop. And it takes the entire jug. Pretty simple. Use the whole thing, button it up. Beautiful day out. We got some helicopter traffic, some airplanes. And that right there is about it. What do you think, Remington? Good to go. And I'll check it in the window. Oh, it takes a minute to come down. Oh yeah, we're full. Well, that thing keeps wonky. It's on the wonk, my mount. It's definitely on the wonk. And we can start this girl up. Hold on, let me get in here. Try to do it so I'm not blocking your view. Such low rolling inertia that in neutral, just the parasitic drag of the oil through the clutch is spinning the rear tire. See? That's how smooth this bike rolls. All ceramic bearings, forged wheels. That is some sick ass shit right there. Very low rolling resistance. Yeah, Brave, parasitic loss is very, very low. funky fucking camera mount. Where are we at in the temp? 114 degrees. Asif, welcome, yo. Yes, Pitchfork, ceramic bearings on both, Worldwide Ceramics. This bike also has a titanium header. Hey, you're welcome, Pitchfork. 138 degrees. We're getting close. Wow, she sounds great. Excellent. Oil change done. Cleaned the wheels, cleaned and lubricated the chain. We already wiped her down. She looks like she's ready for another ride. Haha. Yeah, brave boy. I love the sound of it. It revs so quickly. Such a snappy little motor. So smooth. I love it. Just stunning. And the power of this motor, the RR, I can't be happier. Every time I line up against another bike on the highway, I just eviscerate it. The only bike I fear when I'm sitting on this thing is another H2. If I see an H2, I don't get too peppy. Man, thank you to everyone who donated. Thank you, Andrew. Mad love, nephew. I think we're going to call it here, folks. That was a very successful oil change. And that's been a pretty fun live. Thank you for coming along. Thank you, Andrew. I really appreciate you, nephew. All right, everybody. We'll chat soon.